Hey friends, today I'm talking about how to make great video with nothing but your smartphone. It's really not that hard to get great video out of your phone. There's just a couple things we have to consider and think about before hitting the record button. I think more important than the camera is lighting and audio. So the first step is going to be finding a good location for your video. Some of the things we're looking for is a quiet space, so I avoid the kitchen and any noisy areas where there's people. So I'll set this down and talk a little bit about what I set up and why. So over here on the iPhone camera, I picked this spot because I've got natural light coming in the window over here, kind of lighting the room. I don't need any extra lights. I don't even have to turn the light on. And I set the camera, I propped it up on just a stool, a bunch of books, leaning against my laptop. This accomplishes two things. You want the camera to be either at eye level, which is here, or just a little bit below. But what's more important than that is headroom. If you imagine the screen cut into thirds, we want to occupy most of the screen by having our eyes kind of hit that top third. That basically brings us to step 2, which is setting up the camera. Lighting is covered. It's also worth noting I don't have the light directly behind me because that's just a little blown out, so that's not what we want. We want to have the light coming at us from, I have light coming at me from the front and the side here. The lighting in the scene changes and the camera is constantly hunting, since it's kind of an automatic camera, it's constantly hunting for the best settings that it can use given the information going to it. So we have to lock the camera. On iPhones, you can just press on the subject, that's me, on the face until you see AE lock. So we're gonna focus lock on my face, boom. That also locks exposure, that's the lighting for the scene, and focus. So I'm gonna brighten it a little bit. There's a little slider right next to it, not too much, and I'm gonna leave it right there. Audio is being captured by the phone with no extra mics or anything. But we don't wanna be too close and we don't wanna be too far, so somewhere arm's length, maybe a little bit further, and you'll be good to go. Another really important thing is that the phone is horizontal, so that when we're watching it on YouTube or Facebook, it takes up the whole screen and it's not just a little sliver. I like to put my phone on silent, do not disturb, or airplane mode so that I don't get any interruptions while I'm filming my video. It's important to look directly at the lens and not constantly at myself, though it's tempting to just watch yourself. The better you can just look at the lens, the more engaging the video will feel. So to recap, location. Find a good, quiet, nicely lit place, setting up the camera, putting it horizontally, just at eye level or a little bit below, and focus locking, exposure locking, holding onto the camera until you see that yellow box, AE lock. So with that said, I think this looks pretty great and we're good to make our video. So here we go. Hey friends, today I'm talking about how to make great video with nothing but your smartphone. So if you or someone you know finds this helpful, feel free to share it, send it along. Other than that, go make something awesome, be kind, spread joy, and we'll get through this social distancing thing together.